Well, hello again, everyone. Nick Michalak joining Trent Zuberi here today
How's it going, everybody?
for our Ghostbusters commentary, which was your idea after our last round of action films.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Figure we change things up a little bit more lighter fare instead of all the blow 'em up shit.
Plus, it's Ghostbusters, so
Yeah.
who doesn't like Ghostbusters?
Yes. So, guys, we've got our own copy of it in Blu-ray, but whatever copy you have, hit the timestamp to 0 to sync it up. And in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, I don't think this one has any added minutes or anything, right? So if you have, whatever copy you have, even the VHS should line up right now. Which I do own the VHS, the original VHS from '84.
Let's see, we back through the days we just recorded everything right off a cable, so
Oh, that too, yeah. A beautiful Columbia Pictures.
Yeah.
Release. Well, I'd say one of the most classic opening scenes in any movie's history. Starting here, I actually went to this library in New York, and a friend of mine bet me and said, "I'll give you $100 if you walk in and say, 'Anybody see any ghosts?' and get it on video." I was this close to doing it. I really was. Man, I figure if I did, somebody would be like, "Again with something like this," you know, somebody else pulling this kind of crap. But it's nice. It looks pretty much the same.
Cool.
Yeah. Good old Alice, so innocent, down in the gallows here.
Yeah.
It's a classic opening scene. I noticed the new, I don't want to call it a remake, but whatever you want to call it.
Whatever version came out, yeah.
I don't even know what you call it, but they tried to make an opening scene that was iconic, but I feel like totally fell short.
Yeah, I never took the time to care about seeing that version, so
and while we're in a slow pace here, we can just quickly get that out of the way because I know that's gonna definitely come up. But it wasn't bad, it wasn't good. I felt nothing from it. It was just a movie.
Kind of what I've heard about is like, I mean, there was a whole bunch of tidal wave of negativity over it, but once it hit, people were just kind of like, meh.
It just
whatever.
was not a good movie. It was like whatever. It just didn't strike me. Yeah. This is great. I always thought for '84 that was an awesome effect. I can't imagine I still can't figure out how they pulled that off though, because
that's fantastic.
There's no CGI there.
No,
that's like they use some cool.
It must have been some kind of like, I don't know, air gun or something, compressed air.
Looks like an air gun, yeah. But it was coming out so straight. I mean, everything came out up so straight. That's the thing I wonder.
Yeah.
The best part about this scene is that.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't see anything.
Yeah.
And you saw the shine on her face.
It's just the total hook.
It's beautiful.
So you don't know what you're getting into.
I just thought that was so brilliant how they pulled it off. Columbia University up here.
Well, I love how all this is shot in New York.
100%.
These days, everyone's pinching pennies and like, we'll shoot in Vancouver, we'll shoot in Toronto or whatnot, we'll double this for that with a bunch of CGI skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Just like, you shoot in New York and you get something
so
more tangible about it.
It gave it more of a feel that way.
Yeah.
This is great too. This guy, I think I looked up this guy. He was in some other movie. I was like, I remember, whatever happened to that guy? And he ended up being in some movie that I saw. I'm like, oh, that was him?
He's so got that look, yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably definitely central casting in New York.
Yeah.
It's got that look.
This was just a great, pointless scene.
But it sets Venkman's character exactly what he needs to be. He's a con man. He's a misogynist of sorts. He's everything you need to know about is right in this scene.
The gum falling out is one of my favorite parts.
And the fact that he just keeps zapping this guy. It's like he's sadistic too.
Yeah, he is sadistic. I mean, he's a prick. Let's just face it. Venkman was a prick. Just so flirtatious. And there's a great line in this scene coming up, which is timepiece and funny at the same time. Only have 75 more to go. That's not the line, but that's a great one. I always felt bad when I was a kid and I watched this as a kid when he got this right. And then this like
you're lucky.
He's like this, and then this little build up to this this buzz. Sadist.
Because all he's doing is just trying to get rid of this guy. Just straight up the whole thing.
Yeah. That comes up to like, what are you even trying to prove with this? It's pissing me off. And this part, you can keep the $5 I've had it. I love that. It's like, that's it, $5? All that for $5? And this nonsense.
Yeah.
He's so great. Bill Murray, I mean...
He's brilliant.
He's always been brilliant. Even Aykroyd is great. I mean, this movie is just so perfect. I mean, these are all a bunch of buddies from, like, the comedy scene. The SNL comedy scene, the Second City, and whatnot. All these guys, all this great rapport. And you could see it in the acting. You know, they're just buddies. Like, who made a movie.
And so much that, I mean, because they knew each other, they could write the roles exactly for what they knew what they could gel with.
Which Aykroyd and Ramis did, right? I mean, they brought it together, and they knew who they wanted.
I mean, obviously, early on, it was like they were supposed to think about John Belushi before he passed, so that's how early they were kind of throwing it around, like
it was supposed to be
82
Belushi
or whatnot.
Right, yeah.
And John Candy was supposed to be the Louis Tully character who ended up...
That's right, I forgot about that.
He kind of was disinterested in it, and they gave it to Moranis, who just ran with it completely, so...
I feel like Moranis is such a better choice for Louis Tully than John Candy would have been.
I mean, I dearly love Candy.
I love Candy,
But by the end of the 80s, his career just went right downhill. It was really sad.
Uncle Buck, he peaked at Uncle Buck.
He's the only thing that really makes that film work at all. Everything else just...
Oh, and Uncle Buck, you mean?
Yeah, Uncle Buck is like, if you put anyone else in there, it just doesn't work.
Oh, no, he is Uncle Buck. That's his role.
Yeah.
But I feel like he didn't really have much after Uncle Buck.
No, it's like Wagons East and Delirious.
Canadian
like,
Bacon or something. The last one.
It just... it's so sad because he was so absolutely charming and beautiful on screen. I loved watching him.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I just feel like maybe he got lazy or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the one big peak he had was as a small role in Home Alone there.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like, again, that showed his charm.
I love this.
That's perfect. I mean, you can say so many people steal this film, but I mean, like, every time, like, you get Moranis in here, like, he steals the next scene.
Yeah.
Every time someone shows up in the film, they just steal the next scene.
There's great, like, lines. My friend of mine, Bill, and I quote single lines from this movie constantly. Because there's, like, so many great lines, like, this reminds you of that time you tried to drill a hole in your head. That would have worked if you didn't stop me. Like, what a wacky, stupid line. But, like, I never forget that line.
It's such great writing because it just establishes character in so many ways. I mean, it establishes character history between them, establishes character traits about how just kind of weird Egon is and whatnot, but they're also endearing.
Oh, yeah. They're all lovable characters. That's like, it's a very likable movie in so many facets.
I mean, I don't go see many comedies anymore. They just comedies changes so much. And
comedy's so subjective. I feel action is more of a everybody can get into some form of action. It's a explosive type of thing. Comedy is so subjective, you know.
Yeah. But I mean,
back off, man! I'm a scientist. That's a great one.
That was all over every marketing material. I swear, like I had a button that said that or something. I have a friend who is a scientist, and I remember asking, "Have you ever used that line?" And she hadn't, and recently she did, and that's the best part. Getting to use that line is classic. Yeah.
In such a simple scene, like they're little nuances, like that. You know, like it sets each character up so well. Symmetrical book sack.
Yeah.
Like it's such a weird thing, but this is hot, Ray. I always love those things, like they always threw in like these like other historical instances of like ghost like sightings and activity, like the Philadelphia this or whatever. Like he does that throughout the movie, and more so in part 2.
Yeah.
They're throwing a lot more. Yeah. And it's always fun because it's like, where the hell did you guys come up with this stuff?
And apparently, like, Aykroyd and Ramis were so deep into that sort of parapsychology stuff from, like, turn of the century stuff. And so, like, when they brought in Ramis, they were just so impressed that he knew all these little occult things from like 90 years ago or whatnot.
That's awesome.
To feed all that little jargon, all that little sense of history into everything. Whether it was fabricated or not, they at least had a shared basis to put all these little things in there and be on the same page. And Aykroyd's known as being kind of a kook anyway.
Yeah. You got Ramis and Murray, two Chicago boys here.
Oh yeah.
Aykroyd. Well, I always thought it was Chicago as a kid. He's Canadian, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he cut his teeth at Second City, didn't he?
Yeah. It was always interesting with Blues Brothers because Aykroyd, the Canadian guy, is all into the blues and everything, but Belushi, the Chicago guy, he was all into hard rock and everything.
Yeah. Pretty
blues, so they
I always love that one.
Bonded that.
That was a great line. I love that. Has that ever happened to you? First time.
Again, that's
what kid didn't
change in comedy over years. Is like back here, you can do a lot of subtle little things. Today it just seems. I'm not saying it's good or bad or whatnot. Just like my taste and whatnot, it just seems like everything's a lot more louder and overt.
It's louder and it's more derogatory, and it's like they try to go for like the dirtiest possible, lowest common denominator jokes now.
I mean, this is what I think was a PG film only.
It
was prior to PG-13, so.
But it was just like nowadays they just go for like let's go for the sex joke right away or the big swearing or the leg is louder for no reason. Here, that little scene where he just nodded his head is hilarious.
I mean, and that's what you can get away with subtle comedy is that you can have it funny constantly. Because if you're doing stuff that's all big and verbose, that's going to tire the audience out real quick. But you do something subtle like this, it just keeps it going.
Yeah,
it keeps you into the moment.
There's just great little moments in this movie. All like right now when he like knocked the calculator out of his hand. Stop that. It's hilarious.
I mean, it's great between the physical comedy that they get and just the rapport, the chemistry, and everything, and
like even stuff like this, like the effects for this movie are fantastic.
Yeah, because apparently at this time it's like the one big house was Industrial Light and Magic, but they couldn't get him because they were working with like Spielberg on his next big epic or whatnot. So Richard Edlund left ILM and Columbia Pictures gave him $5 million to set up his own effects house.
Oh, really?
Called Boss Film for this film. So
I mean, look at the effect. I mean, this is '84. They do stuff like this now, and it's overly CGI. That's to me,
doesn't
fantastic.
It doesn't have as much realism to him. I mean, even that just moment, you can see all the little texture, the little texture and whatnot, and the ghost and all that type of stuff, and little things like they were so attention to detail how they had the apparition very diffused and whatnot, but they wanted to make sure the book was very clear, so they kind of rotoscoped both of them separately and composited them together. So it's like we went through a lot of effort, a lot of detail to just make this look fantastic.
And that was great, though, the getter and them running away, like them just being scared of it.
Again, the little piano music and whatnot, it plays it so perfect with the music too.
It's just a great. It's got every element of comedy that you can imagine.
And this will come a little later on when we get Winston in the film, but I feel like you'd have a nice different levels with each one of the characters, because like Winston's obviously the blue collar guy you can completely get into it,
like his
Venkman is down to earth enough where you can connect with him through this part of the story and have him kind of have these two guys break through the technical jargon and whatnot. But then you have Ray, who's a little bit of the very heavy tech, but he's also kind of a child.
Yeah.
And then you've got Egon, who's like the super intelligence guy. So it's like you have these nice levels of the characters to work with throughout the entire story.
Good old Dean Yeager here is Mr. Angelino from Three's Company fame. I believe that's the same guy. And we were talking over it, but the Crunch Bar scene, that must have been some inside joke with them. Cause you've heard this. Then he gave him a crunch. Like, that has to be some inside joke. Because like, they cut to Ray kind of smirking a little bit. Like, where do you guys even come up with that? Like, what reference does that have to anything?
It was like, again, they have all different levels of intelligence, but they all kind of have a childish immaturity to them in a certain way.
They're a bunch of goofs. Like, you're a poor scientist, doctor. You're like a hack.
He is.
But like
and he'll admit it too.
But this is I always like Dean Yeager. The 1 minute scene is great. Yeah. He's a great actor. He was on Three's Company. He's a fantastic actor.
The authenticity of acting in the film is so on the money. Where you just have a few little characters who are just a little bit a little bit over the top whatnot, like Rick Moranis whatnot, but everyone just feels the way the film looks, the cinematography of it, the setting of everything. It just had it's such a great thing about the '80s, where things you could have fantastical concepts, but it feel gritty and grounded in a certain way. It had a weight to it.
I always love how they change the music during this, where he's where just this like his Gettysburg address he's giving him, and like
the swell of music is like.
What age are they supposed to be here? What do you think? Because he makes a reference like, you've never been out of college. He goes, I worked in the private sector. They expect results.
They've got to be at least mid-30s at least.
That's what I'm thinking. Because like they're showing that like Venkman kind of coasted with some BS because he graduated college, and he actually went out.
His trailer onto these guys and whatnot.
He worked and came back and to do this project.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has 3 mortgages. Yeah, these are jokes.
That is the '80s, indeed. Yeah.
As a kid, I never got that joke, obviously. But you listen to it now, you're like, Jesus.
Holy Moses.
95. Like little silly thing like that. He goes, "Your interest me $95,000."
And I kind of like how they never really, like later on in the film, after they've really been busting all over the place, they never really make a comment about how much money they're actually making.
That's true. They never really talk about the money
because they are. They do show later on. They're still kind of con men in a certain way.
Yeah, because they showed like part 2 when like everything was all screwed up. It seemed like they made enough money to like rest on. Like they were pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Like they were like doing their thing and like.
Well, you can imagine Egon would definitely be very aware of making sure his finances personally would be nice, and
like they were all like comfortable. Like I think Venkman wasn't even like doing anything in part 2, right? He had the talk show.
Venkman had the talk show,
yeah. But
Ray's
it seemed
got
like
the bookstore and everything. So.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait. Money wise, they mentioned that they got sued by everybody.
Yeah,
in
so
New
they
York.
had nothing left.
They had nothing left, right?
Yeah.
They bounced back somewhat to be comfortable, but they had nothing left. And then in part 2,
I love this whole scene. Egon just saying this place should be condemned. It's like a demilitarized zone, and it's just the perfect dynamics. They were in contrast and works off each other perfectly. The timing is impeccable.
I believe that actress who played the real estate, she just recently died.
I'm
telling you, a friend of mine and I, we were constantly on the Ghostbusters wiki and looking up nonsense from this movie. It's one of my such a classic.
Yeah.
Even the side characters are great. Like even that 1 minute the real estate agent with her, good. The way she just throws that in there. It's like she didn't care. She got her sale for that dump.
And apparently, I mean, you'll notice a lot of times in the film they use a lot of like one take type of stuff. They use a lot of steady cam and just flow through the scene to allow the actors to hit the beats and everything instead of using editing to try to manufacture the comedy in the film, which speaks much more to the performers so much.
Now this building is still there. It's actually at the
Central Park West.
Yeah, I remember being in Central Park and looking over and seeing it. So it's an actual condo building.
And they did use matte paintings to extend it up like another 8-10 floors or whatnot to give that entire roof section.
The roof section.
Climax and such.
Lewis. See, I can't imagine John Candy doing this.
It would be
I mean, he could, but him being a little pipsqueak is even better.
Yeah, Candy would be almost too charming in a certain way.
He was a lovable.
He was always so lovable.
He was everybody's Uncle Buck.
Yeah,
So Sigourney Weaver, another classy.
She is gorgeous in this film.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now you would know the dates here. Alien 1.
Alien was 79. Aliens was 86.
86. So there was a big gap between 1 and 2. So, but she was in... I'm not a big Alien, though. She was in all 3 of them, right?
All the way up to Resurrection, the 4th one.
Right. But she was in the original 179. Yeah. So that was way before. So she made her name on that one, right?
Yeah, she made a lot of bank, trust me. Yeah. I mean, when the studios didn't want her, the filmmakers made sure that she was involved, or the producers made sure she was involved. Somewhere along the way, everyone made sure she was going to get involved. She was going to get a nice, hefty paycheck. So
she's pretty quiet nowadays, though, right? She doesn't do much.
Not too much. She was on. I haven't watched it. There was Marvel's Defenders Netflix series. She was like a villain or whatnot in the show, but I didn't see it.
Now it's edited here, but from what I remember reading, the number they gave on that commercial in the original run on the trailer was a real number.
Okay.
And it was technically a hype line.
Okay, so they did those a lot back then.
Yeah, so people apparently got like something like 50,000 calls an hour. Some insane amount of people called it. so it was an actual, but it's been edited for the release.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, apparently it was a legit number. I like the Stay Puft Marshmallows.
That's something I never picked up on until like years later. I probably read like a trivia fact or something about it.
Yeah.
Because you're so focused over here.
Another great effect. Like there's no CGI there.
They
pulled that off.
It's all apparently because the overall budget was about $30 million. Apparently, the special effects cost $5.6 million. So
I mean, they did a great job making it look
like
legitimate.
a fifth of the budget or something, a sixth of the budget or something.
Like to me, the more realistic ones, like not what we're about to see, but like the eggs cooking, the ghost floating,
the smaller type of thing.
Oh, like the one like the cards flying out, like that stuff, like that looks realistic.
Yeah, just like it's still the stuff's like you said. I don't know how they did that shit.
I don't know,
really.
That's what made it so.
It's the clever little things they put into the entire makeup that the effects work.
Yeah. Now the hook and ladder here is still.
Yeah.
It's still in New York. I went and walked by it and checked it out in New York. It's there. I mean, it's an actual place. But it's great.
Yeah.
You know that it's you can still go up look up at it.
Yeah.
I love all this. Like he names off like pretty much everything.
Everything that needs to be replaced on this thing. It costs you more to fix the damn thing than it was to buy it.
Oh, Annie Potts, one of my absolute favorites. She is she's such a great New York, like just a New Yorker in general. She is a native New Yorker, but her style, delivery, she's the perfect receptionist with an attitude, and she's great.
Yeah, she was in the show Designing Women and everything back then.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
Your mom probably watched. Yeah, everyone's mom watched back then.
My sister was a big fan of Janine.
And this is great. Just crawls out of nowhere.
Yeah. the little connection with these two. You always thought these two would do something together, but
yeah, it's odd that we'll get to it in the sequel, but it's odd that they kind of dropped the relationship in the sequel.
They were hinting it here. They were already setting it up.
Yeah.
But
it was like she's so into him. He's a little bit oblivious. He's kind of sensitive, but it's like he's all focused on his science.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't go with it. Really, I have no idea why they didn't go with it. It was a perfect setup too. I mean, in the TV show that was all teased a little. I mean, the cartoon, yeah. But they never made on it. Although he's smoking a cigarette, working in an engine.
Everyone's smoking a cigarette in this movie. This is.
You see the eyes pop up. Look behind the camera. There it is. Yeah.
I love the leap. Just that's pure Bill Murray.
So charming. There's little like gizmos, like this shit like this, just to watch her brain waves. Set design was great.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, it just looks so natural.
Yeah.
No crap going on in the background too. He's having a beer? Is that a Budweiser in his hand? I think it is. Cheez-Its. The product placement's great. Man, that's probably not a Budweiser, because I believe there's a Miller Time line later on in the movie.
Yeah.
It's probably not
That
is a Budweiser. It is a Budweiser.
It's a Bud.
Man, they mixed all of it in there.
Well, they're all bachelors.
Yeah.
Budweiser and Cheez-Its.
Yeah. Tobin Spirit. They reference Tobin Spirit a lot in the cartoon also.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
With Tobin Spirit Guide constantly.
These days, they probably would make like an entire prop you could buy on a
website
they or something, man.
I'm surprised they have not made a Tobin Spirit Guide. There's gotta be. I can't believe there's not a Tobin Spirit Guide for sale. There'll be a live Amazon search right now for Tobin Spirit Guide. While we're watching this here.
Yeah.
Our reference here, Tobin Spirit Guide. Well, it's already a popular search on Amazon. And look at that, folks. hardcover edition, $12.99.
There we go.
You can get the Tobin
$12.99.
Actually, I'd love to get that. I love this guy. He's just such a dummy con man. What he's trying to pull off on her.
Dr. Venkman.
Oh, it looks like what they do is they have all the ghosts from the movie, librarian, and then some other ones like the cab driver ghost. That's pretty neat though. Nice. It's a nice little set.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun collector's item.
I love their whole conversation here.
Like he's a hack, you know. Like he knows he's a hack. She's thinking, "What the hell did I sign up for here?"
Oh boy. Just this is the line I love.
That is great because
that's exactly what he is.
Anybody who remembered later, you know, I mean, when they got to part 2, we're like, wait a minute, she dropped that on.
Far off? Is that far off? Yeah, it should be on Family Feud. Basically filling in for Richard Dawson right now.
He would be great, and Venkman would be great.
Oh yeah, kissing all the ladies.
Yeah. She's been gone for 3 days. And when she mentioned from her apartment, those eggs must be smelling like shit. This is great. Getting her hopes up. Look at all the product placement.
Look at all that Coca-Cola.
Perrier, Coco, Oscar Mayer. Now I wonder, was it product placement at the time, or was it just they were trying to show a natural looking fridge? I mean, you think they even had?
I would
deals?
think because those logos are so prominent that they're probably paid a little.
You think
bit.
So? I feel like in those days they didn't do much of that.
Well, I think there. I don't know if it was after this one. I think there was a time where Coke and Columbia Pictures were tied in together. I think at one time they actually owned them. At what time I'm not sure. It might have been later in the decade.
The idea that throws me though is if it was paid advertising, you had a Budweiser spot.
Yeah.
And then he says it's Miller time later on.
Yeah, because I think there's a Bud Light in her fridge there.
So that's the thing. Like I wonder if it's like that kind of thing throws me because it's like if I'm Budweiser paying for a spot, you're dropping the Miller line on the movie, But back in those days, this is great. He meets her half hour ago, and then there she just had it. She's like, "Are you kidding me?" this drama. And then this turn.
Oh shit. Oh goddamn. It's like a lost puppy dog or something, you know?
It just gets me, like, he met her literally like an hour before this or whatever, and it turned into like this contest. And it's because she doesn't want him.
Yeah.
You know, it's because she doesn't want him.
And she's gorgeous. It's a nice running gag. Like he's getting locked out of his apartment.
Yeah. That's it. And I love this. This represents the last of that petty cash.
Petty cash. Shiny. I think Egon's drinking a tab.
Oh, that's the classic from the 80s.
There you go.
You know, Back to the Future dropping that in there. Give me a tab. Can't give you a tab unless you order something. Tab tasted like shit. I remember through a phase trying to drink tab, just thinking I was cool or something. And I knew it tasted like crap, but I give it a shot.
It's like I can drink Pepsi, I can drink Coke. Give me a Royal Crown. It's like I don't know.
I like Royal Crown. I don't drink soda anymore, but Royal Crown. Living in Chicago, Royal Crown was a classic.
Yeah. Out here in the suburbs, every so often you find a burger joint that's got RC or something. It's like, okay, well, don't give me much of a choice. Again, the music choice in this whole film is so perfect. Apparently, Elmer Bernstein, who did the score, really just wanted to do it all orchestral, but they really wanted to tap into everything.
Oh, you needed some of the fun here.
Yeah, this song definitely feels very New York vibe.
Oh yeah, 100%. But it's like it seems very them also.
Yeah,
it's like it's very these guys. You know, it's something.
Yeah. It's a Tad Keystone cop-esque, you know.
Yeah. It's great. This is one of the greatest scenes in movie history. The walk-in is great.
I love that.
That look.
That's perfect.
I never paid attention to her look in the back. This guy's awesome.
Yeah.
The 12th floor. They didn't go to the 13th, you know, like the classic. Well, actually, this might be one of those places with no 13th floor, right? Yeah. New York, old New York buildings. He's a perfect, like...
character actor.
Oh, he's great.
Got a hand to that prop department, just how they came up with all this junk.
It's fantastic. I mean, the proton pack is such an iconic thing. This guy, I love this guy. Yeah. This dialogue that lasts all of 30 seconds is Cosmonet.
Bite your head off it.
Everybody's looking at him like, I like this.
Nice.
And then the cigar back in.
Yeah.
Classic New York guy. No smoking. The guy was having the goddamn cigar.
I remember this when I watched it, like old 4x3 and everything.
Yeah,
instead of propping it, they kind of squished the entire frame in.
Everything that was weird too.
It was kind of weird. Brilliant.
I know. You know,
I love that bit.
When I was a kid, I didn't get this till later. Actually, not up until recently. When he was moving, I kept thinking he was trying to turn his own on. I didn't realize that he was like, oh jeez, like he doesn't trust the equipment.
The 18 inches are really going to save you.
Yeah, like he didn't trust the equipment that he built. You know, he was like, that makes it even better. This is great.
This is beautiful. It's like the brilliant scientists, but they're really inept guys.
What the hell are you doing?
No clue.
I love her. She's spraying the fire out with
the bottle of ammonia or something.
There's a nice little background thing. She's spraying the little fire. That's you get to a point. I've seen this movie 100 times, probably literally 100 times. And you get to the point where you start watching the background for the little subtleties they put in.
Oh yeah,
smoking a cigarette. You know, like
oh yeah.
What's great, the cigarette dangle.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Friends of
mine, you just can't plan for it.
I used to call it an Aykroyd when you have a cigarette dangle. Boy, Slimer was the ghost. The madness. I wish you got a little more background, Slimer. Like, what was he? Like some gluttonous fat guy's ghost?
Well, it was kind of based off of Belushi's character in Animal House.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Disgusting blob. They did a great job, like, with the streams.
Yeah.
Like, the effect they would have.
Yeah.
And the cart just smashing up that wall.
It's great that they cause more money in property damage than they actually get paid for the job.
They charge like $5,000, right? And the guy's like, I'm not gonna pay this.
So they don't walk in there and haven't signed a contract or anything like that. They have no clue what they're doing business wise.
This is a great, iconic spot.
That's perfect.
Take it easier.
And you love how when they're pushing in there, you just get that green light going on. It's like nice effect. I mean, everything is so
perfect,
well thought out. More mucus all over him.
Yeah. Did a great job. The green mucus.
I feel so funky.
Save some for me. The Midnight Buffet. Ooh. This is great. Just watch the smirks.
It's like, oh, we're going to destroy this place.
Basically, it's the look of, we have no idea what we're doing right now. We've never done this before. It's so awesome. There's like some great little lines in this scene here.
Yeah.
This is why a Slimer basically becomes an ally in time. I mean, the cartoon, he was damn near. I mean, he was basically working at the station house.
The point where they retell the whole thing, Slimer and the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that the whole thing with the other cartoon, right?
Yeah, because they had that live action thing in the 70s. It was called Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Then they kind of work out a license thing, almost. I think it was almost retroactively or somewhere along the way where they're
the real Ghostbusters and
then they had the Filmation cartoon, which I did watch back in the day. It's like, I don't know why I never had any confusion or whatnot. I just like, okay.
I watched it.
You're just like, okay, that's...
I remember being upset about it. This isn't the Ghostbusters. What is this crap? Then you had like, I remember the opening montage.
Yeah.
Had like for the actual cartoon had this like it would for the Ghostbusters. Then it had this little beam that would come and write the real
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and it was just to let you know this is the one you wanted to watch.
Which is always kind of like a jab to them. It's like, well, they did come first, but this is the only one that anyone actually really recognized.
So the Filmation was first?
The Filmation, because the Filmation was a live-action cheapo series back in like the 70s.
Yeah.
And then they did the cartoon after the film. This film got big.
Now, did these guys know about that one?
They didn't know about it at the time. Like I said, I think they had to work out like a license deal along the way where they're in production or whatnot.
Yeah. Nice shooting, Tex. They're just destroying the. I mean, the way they line it up with the beam tearing of the hole through and all the stuff on the walls. I love that piece of room.
Just throw it around.
And I love like he's just listening. He's like, make sure it's locked. Like, what did he tell that guy? They're just killing this room. But I love this.
Yeah.
That line.
I almost imagine that was ad-libbed or something.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Planned on the shot.
I bet there's a lot of ad-libbing in this movie. Because like who they are, you know?
Oh, yeah. I looked at the trap, Ray.
Yeah, see, okay. Even to this day, I wonder what was the point of that whole dialogue. He told him not to look at the trap. He's like, I look at the trap, Ray. So what was the point? What were they going with that? I just wonder, where were they going with it? Like,
I don't know. Probably just because they knew it was going to be so bright, just don't look at it. Is probably blind you or something. But
why keep the line? I looked at the trap. It didn't make any difference later on down the movie or anything.
I don't know. It's just a one-off gag.
Like the crossing the streams one, they let you know that it's going to cause havoc. So when they use that later on, there's a reason for it.
I think it's just to show that even though Egon's a super intelligent, he's still kind of an idiot sometimes.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Here we go. Oops. Yeah. Like a smoking trap and everything. The trap was a great toy to have.
I had that.
It had the air pump pedal.
Yeah. Parents would never buy me the proton pack because it was too much money. But I did get the trap, but I had the Ecto-1 car.
I had the Ecto-1 cars I regret not having now.
Yeah.
I love you, Bill. Look at the guy. The guy's looking behind him. The busboy or whatever. He's the bellboy. He's looking great back there.
Yeah, we just missed it, but they're asking Venkman how much is, and Egon's putting up fingers and whatnot.
I never catch that.
How much to charge the guy?
I never caught that.
They haven't figured any of this shit out. How much to charge anyone? How much anything costs?
That's I never caught that before.
Suddenly puts up 4 fingers and he says $4,000.
That's awesome. And then he add the extra 1,000 on there too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yep, and here we go. Now they're getting popular.
Yeah, here we go. This guy in the background.
The hippie guy in the background. You can tell he was just some dude walking by like, what's going on? But that guy's great.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a scene where Ron Jeremy is
at the end of the film.
Is it the end or is it during the scene where the house explodes and all that? Is that I thought it was during that
well, it's somewhere in that climax, whatnot. Yeah. He's in the crowd.
That's what I heard. That he just had he just had as an extra role. I mean, all these like scenes in New York, like these are all actual intersections.
Yeah.
They got Casey Kasem here too.
Freaking Larry King.
Oh, Larry King. I'm sorry.
He's still kicking around.
Casey Kasem was later on. Yeah. Larry King here.
Dancing in the night away and stuff. Yeah. Plus, they goes at a nightclub or
Rockefeller. I mean, they got all these spots. I think Luna Restaurant back there. I think that's still there. I believe. Huh. That comic was really cool. The Atlantic cover. I like how they give you a fair enough montage to let you know that, hey, business, things picked up here. They're on their way with something.
It gives you a passage of time, too.
Then you got Casey Kasem here with the classic,
countdown.
Yeah. And they got some big names to make cameos.
Oh, yeah.
Phones are lighting up.
And she's not getting a raise. She's not getting a day off.
Yeah, that's a great one. This is awesome. It's only been a few years since Elvis died at this point.
About 5 years only, yeah.
And there was already those rumors, is he alive or dead and all that. Yeah. Princess Diana expecting again. I never caught that before. This is another one as a kid. I didn't realize what it was actually implying.
Yeah.
I just thought it was... She just unzipped his pants. Yeah. I'm like, it's just a gag, like unzipping his pants. I didn't know that it was
fellatio.
Yeah, I didn't realize when he rolls his eyes in the back of his head. I thought I thought the eyes rolling meant he was just scared.
And this is all part of an entire other sequence they had in the film where they went to an army barracks and everything, and
really
had this as a dream sequence and whatnot. So they just chopped it down to keep the effects work in the film.
Here comes Winston.
Yeah,
they got money for a nice
Ernie Hudson's fantastic.
Can we talk about the logo for a second? The logo is so to this day so awesome.
Yeah,
iconic. You know it right away when you see it.
Yeah,
there's a great line by Ernie Hudson coming up here by Winston. Anyway, he doesn't care. He's like, you can tell me whatever the hell. I don't care what it is.
And Ernie Hudson's wonderful.
Now he's the only one who makes the convention appearances for the.
Oh yeah. I haven't directly interacted with him, but I've seen him in a couple things. There was kind of a real loose sort of Crow reunion panel, whatnot. They didn't talk too much about the film, but him and Tony Todd were just striking up like living hell. They were such good friends and whatnot. You could tell these two guys are wonderful guys to deal with.
Yeah, Ernie Hudson always came off like an awesome dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a great spot here. I remember going to this. I remember my sister and I, she lived in New York, and we walked around, and we went.
Yeah, this is meant right.
Yeah, we ended up here, and I said, "Wait a minute, I know this thing, this spot."
Metropolitan Opera.
Yeah,
Opera.
And I remember standing like, "I know this spot." So of course, that little thing he just did, a little shuffle, I had to do when I was there. The stiff in the back. Who's the stiff? He doesn't look like a stiff.
The diesel thing.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, I love they're like all over the place, and they have nothing on her case whatsoever. Like he hasn't had.
No.
I mean, he's got some things. Yeah, okay. I looked up Zuul. That's about. I looked it up in a Hope and Spirit guide. I have nothing else for you though. He is like, well, he's big in Samaria.
Big in Samaria.
It's like saying big in Japan.
He's big in Vegas.
Yeah.
He's got a show 5 nights a week.
Yeah. Gozer and the Gozerians live at the Sierra. Like he's breaking her down here a little bit.
Yeah.
She's finally like coming around a little bit.
It's like okay.
She's finally thinking okay. She's like, all right, I've agreed to the date.
She just kind of like needs to pat him on the head, let him go away.
She had to give him a shot, let him know. Let him know, like you're, like that's my conquest. He got it. He's good.
And
at this point, there's pseudo celebrities in town. It's funny because in the cartoon, the containment unit was gigantic.
Oh yeah,
that? It's
huge.
like this huge circular thing, and here's
Yeah.
a little guy. The props department is fantastic.
Yeah.
The sound, I love that sound.
Yeah.
Light is green, trap is clean.
Yeah, just how they make everything so distinct with whether it's just the yellow and black stripes or whatnot, or just the simple design of things. Like they don't overcomplicate. It's like they get, like the proton pack, they got the nice circular thing that just kind of has the squared off edges at the bottom, just like the shape of things is identifiable.
Yep. He gave her a shot like, you want time off? You're screwed. Yeah, I love this
better jobs than this. I love it.
What do you want?
Oh, here we go.
This Walter Peck, this ass.
William Atherton.
Oh, we had him in our Die Hard review also. He's a jerk up in that too.
I like him better with the beard though. He looks good.
Yeah, better with the beard.
The beard looks
more
nice.
More of a prick with the beard.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great actor though.
Yeah,
he's a heel.
Fantastic.
He makes you hate him.
Oh yeah.
I naturally hate him when I see his face.
He relishes the moment, but he never plays. At least, especially here, doesn't play it over the top. He's nice. He's nicely dialed into it all.
If you look at it, what an interesting twist they threw in. The EPA came in.
Yeah.
It's like, well, like, why would they care?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, but it's like
the last thing what most people would think about it was like they're kind of probably thinking like, well, the end of the film's got to be to this point where things go upside down, sideways, whatnot.
Yeah.
How do we get to that point?
Right.
And they factor in these little things.
But like one thing that bothered me, I guess, and I think this is a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's in my opinion a perfect movie.
Yeah.
But I just didn't understand why he was so hell bent on proving something.
Uh-huh.
Like what was he so like hell bent on to like prove out of the Ghostbusters that coming in as the EPA? Like what do you want? What was he trying to? He's like, I want to know about what you do here.
Well, he's saying he's heard a lot of rumors about various different things and
environmental impact. Okay.
Yeah. And it's mainly because Venkman kind of
brushes him off.
Yeah, kind of bucks him here and everything's why he comes back with full force later on. But I'm sure even if they did let him down and let him inspect everything, they probably still would have shut him down anyway. Because the fuck do these guys know what the hell they're doing?
Exactly.
I mean, that's what this scene here is with the Twinkie.
Yeah. Tell them about the Twinkie.
Yeah. They're saying that we don't have enough storage space in this place to contain this much paranormal psycho energy or whatnot that's floating around the city.
Yeah. That's a big Twinkie. And he eats it. I love how he ate it afterward. That's a big Twinkie.
See?
Not good.
You know, they let him down. He was like, this thing's ready to go critical anyway.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for something to go wrong.
Pretty much. Yeah, I was about here, or like on a path, in Central Park, and you can see the building. It comes out like that. I mean, I know they added more for the effect, but the building itself does pop out just like that. This is a freak. I mean, imagine this is on top of your damn building. Yeah. But I love the story they gave to it, though. Like the whole like seances or whatever the hell they were talking about on this building. How it's it's like a central hub of like spiritual activity.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
It was built by like
cultist or whatever they were saying.
Psychotic wacko or something like that.
Like just that, like how they're coming alive with the statue and stuff.
I mean, as a kid, this film had those moments where it just scared the crap out of you.
And I watched it 100
times.
I mean,
that's what we're coming up to here when we see that the terror dog is like.
Oh yeah.
That was the thing of your nightmares when you're like 6, 7, 8 years old.
Oh yeah.
I remember just seeing images of it like one of those sticker books and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think scary as shit.
It was pretty scary. It definitely is a scary looking dog.
Door closes again.
Yeah. He's such a puppy dog, you know. That's the thing.
I love the slightly 70s attire he's wearing. He's a little bit out of step.
Yeah, he's like a cheese dick, you know. That's his thing. And little flood pans, like he's basically like Millhouse. He's like a Millhouse, like a real life Millhouse is what Rick Moranis is in this movie. She's doing pretty nice. Well, Central Park West with a beautiful apartment for being a musician. Not too bad. Yeah, paid pretty well in those days.
Yeah.
That apartment probably costs $4,000 a month now.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Jesus. Classic. She came home from the gym, chilling.
Yeah.
Getting ready for a date. Where's Sigourney Weaver native to? Is she New Yorker?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Check on that.
She has a bit of a coastal kind of vibe to her, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this pan around. Like, you almost know something's going to happen here, you know? Yeah, those guys on TV.
Yeah, she was born in New York.
New York, right? Yeah, she has an East Coast type of vibe to her.
Yeah.
From what I understand, her father was in the industry, right? He was like a big player in the industry in like a golden era Hollywood or something.
Looking at it.
Yeah, so I thought she had some kind of pedigree in Hollywood. Could be wrong.
Her mother was an English actor.
Mother's an actress, right? Yeah, but I think her dad was like a producer or something too. This scared the crap right here. Yeah. This was one of the scariest ones. Like the hands coming out of the couch.
And then this.
As this. I mean, this is nuts.
Terrifying.
Like,
again, PG film. You could take your 5-year-old to this and freak them the hell out.
Well, I saw it in It's Came Out. I was 3 when it came out. So I remember seeing this probably 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I got it on tape. Probably 87. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, about 87.
Yeah, because we would have recorded off of HBO or whatnot, so I would have seen it probably the following summer or whatnot.
Yeah, so I've ever seen it, and holy crap. Yeah, this was they didn't really care too much about kids renting weird movies back then.
Yeah, because I mean, back then it's like, even like a fantasy film, like a Dark Crystal or something like that. There was so creepy shit in those films.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like,
I might have seen
Never Ending Story creeped the shit out of me. They got really dark in that movie.
Yeah. Probably, now, if I understand, this ended up being Casey Kasem's wife later on. His second wife, who caused all sorts of legal issues with his his family and all sorts of stuff during his death and all that. What was going on? Ted and Annette.
Now, he always looked familiar for some reason.
Ted?
Yeah.
Well, just your goofy, like cheesy '80s dude, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Sigourney Weaver's father was a TV producer.
He was, yeah. That's what I remember.
Sylvester.
Yeah, he had some stroke. This was great.
Look up.
Parcheesi.
Who played Ted here? Because always
I don't know if he'd be credited.
Very familiar.
This was the worst effect. Was that.
Yeah, the stop motion on this is rough.
Like when it's on the ground here, when it's just
because it's actually in the scene, but everything else, like all this stuff is composited in there. It's like
yeah.
Even when it's running across the street in a few moments, it does look very rough.
Yeah, that's otherwise when it's like real life, when it's placed, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
But just when they have to animate it out,
it
doesn't work.
Yeah, it does. This was a few years later. They had the same quality of stop motion like RoboCop.
Yeah.
For N209, it would look way fucking better.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Here it's really rough. would have been better if they could have just shot more like the Rancor and Return of the Jedi and just shot against a blue screen or something like that, composited in like a live action performer or whatnot.
Yeah, but a little better. But at least when it is placed in the scene, actually in the scene, it looks pretty good. I believe this is the Tavern on the Green restaurant that they're using. I'm pretty sure. This was great. Like this scene exemplifies New York really well. How like everybody starts paying attention to what's going on. Like once it starts kicking in here, and then they pay attention, and they go right back to their lives. Like whatever, it's like another day in New York City where it's like you can see a clown and walking down the street with a monkey on a leash, while patting a midget on the head, and everybody's like, guess it's Tuesday, Let's get going now. Ooh, crazy stuff happening here. He's like, well, I hope it's not her partner.
Yeah, the guy who played Ted, nothing familiar, but I guess he looks like he passed 2012.
Really? He's credited?
63. Yeah, he only has like 2 acting credits.
Well, Ghostbusters and what?
Something called The Renegades.
Interesting.
Never heard of it. Yeah, just 2 films. That's it.
Dana Barrett looking fantastic here.
This is Patrick Swayze film.
Oh, okay.
The year before.
Sigourney Weaver's looking incredible.
Oh, yeah.
When she opened that door the first time, like right here, look at this.
And this is perfectly 80s look.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she always had a classic beauty to her, which I always really respected.
She was not like slutty, skanky.
Even never overly. I mean, this is the most sexualized she ever is, but still, I think there's a sense of class to it all.
Yeah, she's only showing one little shoulder.
Yeah,
and she's like sexual in her own
body language.
Yeah, she doesn't have to like. She's not even showing any cleavage at all. And this is supposed to be an overly sexual
being, creature that's taken over.
And like the idea is like, which I never got later on about like how they have to consummate it to open the gates, right? Yeah. And like she is oversexed, but all she's showing is a shoulder.
Yeah. Sub creature. Love that.
Kid, watch this as a kid. I was like, Jesus. Like I'm thinking, I didn't pay attention. I was like, oh, whatever. It's just going on. But looking at it's like, man. She's doing a great job.
Oh, yeah.
She was possessed.
You can tell her and Murray they really clicked.
Big time. They're
very comfortable with each other.
He's just trying. This was freaky, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love this thing.
I love it.
Hey, very Bill Murray that.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah. I mean, it was freaky, man. It's a comedy, but it's got these little moments where it's a little weird. I mean, now we can watch it and we're not. Yeah. We've seen so much worse, But this was great.
Yeah. I always thought that was just like the regular old magician's trick.
What do you mean?
Just have like a pole or whatnot or something like that.
What'd they do? How'd they?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I'm guessing pulleys, right? I mean, she's floating.
Something.
There's definitely something going on.
Yeah. The fact that they do the rotation in the air is what's interesting.
That's what got me was the rotation. I'm assuming they pulley system and then they.
If we didn't see this little part where her gown separates from the bed, I would think they're maybe like they like have a
harness or something.
A harness, some kind of like a hydraulic thing next to her, and she'd be laying on a platform. But they put the extra twist there, is like makes you guess.
I don't know. That's interesting. Here's a great one-liner coming up here. One of the best. Another very New York scene. Vince Clortho. that look is great.
I'm sure he gets about 6 guys a night with that look.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Some drugged out weirdo with red eyes. So New York.
One of my favorite lines. What an asshole.
Oh. I love that.
It's great.
So you get the idea that like they get one of these like every other day.
Yeah, like she's used to it. This movie represented police nights. It's like, hey, we're on the same team here. Like, we need you guys. But here we go. Oh, off the charts.
Oh, Moses.
I mean, she's all over him.
Oh yeah.
She's all over him here.
It's probably the only reason why she keeps the job.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. That's brilliant.
That was
how
great.
It's all motion matched and everything.
Vins. Like, why was he such a dope? And the gatekeeper is so like scary and freaky.
Yeah.
God, they have all this crap. Like, what is all this crap?
I was kind of wonder where they got the money for all this shit.
Yeah.
Too. But the fact that all they do is do the whole thing with the mortgage thing and then just move past it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they let you know that like he had a classic house where he was born. They just mortgaged it 3 times over, get a ton of cash, and just to do all this garbage. I'm afraid you're gonna die.
Again, I like the newspaper clippings and everything over there. Just.
Well, that's supposed to be on the side table there.
Mm.
It seems the goes. As it puts moves my would-be go. The goes.
Wild Kingdom. Or we just carries Thorazine around with
him. Yeah, that's what I was wondering just now. Like, where do you get the Thorazine? Getting these two together would probably not be a good thing. But why is he? I can't remember why he's such a dope. Like she's the scary old being.
Yeah.
He's like an idiot. Like why was the Keymaster such an idiot?
Yeah.
He's Thorazined up. Like even I guess like the. Even the body that the spirit is inhabiting has to, you can't no match for Thor. It's got to be awake and healthy for it to work.
Yeah. It's a really nice scene that they have here, where the two guys you decompress everything for a minute.
Yeah.
And they can reflect on what's been going on.
Yeah, they're really going at it with all. Yeah, they're just like trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah.
Judgment Day. Now he's got him thinking.
Oh, shit.
And he freaked him out.
There
we go. Great shot in New York.
Yeah, well,
sun down here, it's awesome.
It's more like dawn.
Oh, no, yeah, sorry, yeah. The Twin Towers in the back, too.
Yeah.
Here we go. And the shit goes down. Here we go.
I like the nice bureaucratic three-piece suit.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect.
And you got the Con Ed, as they call him.
Yeah. It's interesting that the interior here that they used for the fire station has been reused in a couple other films. I know they used it in Big Trouble in Little China and a few other things I kind of missing out on, but I think there's just right on the Columbia backlot or whatnot. They just kept using it.
Oh, really?
Redressing it.
Here we go. He's coming at him with the environmental issues. Yeah, so they're setting you up for what exactly is the deal.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't patronize me. Like he's got such a vendetta here. I'm like, what is this guy's problem? Like, why is he so against? He
just took Venkman as a personal insult, and now he's like, no.
I mean, he's like, yeah. I mean, that one shutdown he got. I love this guy. I don't know what's going on. Just dope.
This dude, the guy in the cop uniform is like these uniforms just make you instantly look like a New York cop. Totally. Absolutely, totally convincing. Just something about that cut of the outfit, the jacket, and everything.
Yeah, you should, don't tell me. Like he's not happy about being there either. That's it. Just gave him the.
Get the hell out of here now!
I love it. Here it is. Here's where things start.
Oh shit!
I love this guy's look. Here it goes. It just. Why did they slow that down? You notice that his sync was off there.
Oh.
I always noticed that as a kid, his voice sync was off. Like
they might have dubbed it over or something.
Maybe, yeah. I think this is the Ron Jeremy's when the shit's going down. I think he's in the back on one of these. That's it. Great job here.
This is great.
I mean, just
the effects work throughout this whole thing. Aside from that terror dog animation thing.
Yeah, I mean, timepiece in it.
So good.
To 1984, unheard of to me to do some of these effects. And they look more realistic. That's the thing. Yeah. I'm not a fan of over CGI. You know, not which is what it is now. I love this. Going out of business. There he is. On the left. Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, there he is.
That's him.
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy.
I knew he was behind a barricade of some sort. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, he's a New Yorker, you know.
Yeah.
He jumped in as an extra.
Yeah. Paid $25 or something.
Yeah. And he was 84. He was already in the porn game.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty healthily at the porn game. As a side note, I read his autobiography, and it's a fantastic book. I recommend it. Oh, this is great.
Yeah. I fucked up. Now I'm going to put you guys away.
I love... Egon looks like enraged.
Oh, yeah. I love that bit.
Your mother. Another Stay Puft
nice.
ad, if you catch that.
Nice.
Yeah. They let you know throughout the movie a couple times.
Yeah. Just so subtle. This shot is goddamn awesome.
It is such a great shot.
I can tell you, Richard Edlund's effects work is so identifiable in just the next couple of years with this. I think he worked on Fright Night, Big Trouble in Little China as well. Mm-hmm. Masters of the Universe. It all looks very same type of quality, same types of little things with the light rays and everything. He has a very distinct style what he puts in there.
What was his name again?
Richard Edlund.
Richard Edlund.
He worked in ILM up to this point, and then jumped off when Columbia gave him that $5 million for the setup.
This was great too.
Yeah.
The Cap Ghost was awesome. Chaos.
Yeah.
This was awesome too. Slimer. Throw his cameo back in here. It was like you didn't know what was happening. What is all this leading up to right now? But to let you know enough to know that that's the ghost going around. Yeah. That's all that they're spreading around. It's pretty. And even though that's really animated, even like but it looks so cool.
Yeah, because Edlund was so involved with the quality of the whole thing because he used very high resolution film stock to do all the composite shots, so you didn't lose. Because if you did everything 35 millimeter on top of 35 millimeter, you would start losing quality and resolution. Yeah. So you would start off with 65 millimeter and keep printing everything down to 35. So you'd start really high quality, and you would keep maintaining quality as you went through the different generations of printing.
Cool. Now I love that the one criminal on the left has a Chicago flag on his sleeve. I think that's a nod for like Murray, these guys, Ramis and Murray. But I love all the other criminals like looking on with the plans, like what do we got here?
Yeah. Well, Aykroyd's like, you never studied.
He never studied. I remind you, it's still a comedy. Spook Central. Poor feet. Nobody recovers.
She drills, she claws.
That guy, that guy with the mustache on his other sleeve out of Chicago flag. This is great.
Well, the guy on the right looks like he just pulled him out of the gutter.
Yeah. Tobin's great. This is great. This was all. It gives you.
This is great.
It gives you like a nice little, build into it.
Yeah. And it's building up to another joke too. Society was too sick to survive, and then. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Look at these dregs of society. Gather around like the Dirty Dozen or some shit. It's like, let's get in on the escape plan here.
They give you reasoning for everything. This is great. So be good, for goodness sake. This is awesome.
I love Winston here because he gets underused, but he's so absolutely pivotal.
Well, he's the regular guy.
Yeah, he just breaks it down. It's like, you guys got to pull yourselves back here. Like,
here we go. Reginald Vell Johnson.
Again, Ghostbusters. Another Die Hard connection.
Yeah. Yeah, the two Die Hard guys.
Yeah.
Always a cop, though. Son of a bitch. Carl Winslow's always a damn cop.
Typecast from day one.
He embraced it, though. I'll give him that. Here we go.
That's suggestive.
As a kid, I didn't think anything of it.
No.
And I didn't even understand what they were trying to do here.
Yeah.
Now, as an adult, I know exactly what the key does to the game.
Yeah, hello.
But, I never got it that the whole plan was for them to have sex.
Yeah.
He finally gets to have her. But, she's the dominant. That's the best part.
Yeah.
That's it. Where do these stairs go? They go up.
love the music.
Yeah.
It does sound...
Look at the score.
Yeah, I mean, it plays everything. Elmer Bernstein did the score. But I mean, it plays everything exactly each moment. The comedy sounds like comedy. The horror stuff sounds like horror.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Here, this is one of the best scenes in the whole movie. Lenny is your quintessential, mayor. He's
David Margulies, he's New York as it gets.
I think he just died, didn't he? 2 months ago or something?
I don't know. I think it was a little further than that.
He recently died. This is such a good scene.
He died January 2016.
Yep, 2016. Okay,
yeah,
a couple
of years.
Wow, I remember saying he passed away.
Yeah,
ridiculous. Yeah,
father of Juliana Margulies from ER.
That is her dad.
Yeah,
I never knew it was actually her dad. Yes, it's true. This man has no dick. That's one of the best lines. Yeah. I never knew he was actually her father.
Yeah.
I knew the names were saying. I never put two and two together. This guy, the bleeding, he's got that Barry White. Yeah, this is awesome. I love when the cardinal walks in.
Yeah,
that is the good Catholic boy, Lenny.
Yeah, well, it's good because it gives Venkman the idea. Just go biblical with everything.
Yeah,
sell it that way.
Oh, I didn't put that together.
Yeah. And the cardinal's in the room the whole time. Yeah. So it's like,
personally, Lenny, I need a sign from God. That's a smart move, Mike. You got the everyman.
Yeah.
I love the look away, oh jeez, the black guy saying that. Here we go. Here's the biblical tie-in.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Here it is.
Old Testament.
Dog, this is one of those famous lines.
I like that. Be not afraid. I just noticed that on his desk it has a little, instead of having like a
nameplate.
Nameplate says "Be not afraid."
Really, I never caught that.
I just noticed that in the previous wide shot.
Lenny.
Yes. This is it.
Watch David Margulies' face after this line. Yes. Watch his face, and then he looks at the cardinal for approval. The nod. The nod is great. It's like, go for it.
Peck is screwed.
But the contemplation phase, right? I love that. That pause is incredible. Because you know what he's thinking.
Get him
out of here.
The biblical stuff doesn't work. He's a politician.
Yep. It just showed, I just read an article. Some wacky, overly sensitive article about how this movie... That scene was everything that's wrong with the government. It exemplified everything that's wrong with government and this party, and it was such a beat about basically because of voters, he did what he needed to do and called on, and it was such an overly sensitive.
Jeez.
My friend found it. He sent it to me, and he's like, "Can you believe this crap?" I can't. 35 years later, they're still talking about how that's everything that's wrong with New York politics and some garbage. Anybody listening to this has seen that article, you'll know how ridiculous.
It's a film about a couple of guys blown away a
read this
Sumerian god. Please, relax.
This stupid article. It's so relax. Now, there's another cameo here somewhere, from what I understand. Was it Cyndi Lauper or something as a background cameo?
Oh, I don't know.
There's another background cameo in this movie.
I'll try to look past the Amish.
I thought there was. There's another cameo.
The Jewish gentleman.
I could have sworn it was Cyndi Lauper. There was something else. I'm going to take a.
She is New York.
She is. She's definitely New York. I'm going to take a peek while we're watching here.
Saving the day.
Yeah, I love that too.
It was weird. It was only maybe 4 years ago that I actually bought the soundtrack to this.
I don't think I have the soundtrack for this
one. It was weird. It took me that long to actually pick up the soundtrack. Heart of the Ghostbusters.
And when you Google Ghostbusters cameo, that brings up all the 2016 garbage cameos.
Type in 1984.
Yeah, I had to do that now. Cameos to watch out for the reboots. See, it's all this garbage about the reboot. Makes me hate the reboot even more now. I can't even Google the original one without the reboot.
Yeah, when I signed up for some streaming service to link all my accounts together, they gave me that movie for free.
Oh, really?
Shows you how much they care.
You're not missing anything.
Like, no, even for free, I just don't have time for it.
Apparently, Ivan Reitman did the voice of Zuul.
Doesn't surprise me.
Ron Jeremy. And, I could have sworn that there was another one. I thought it was Cindy Lauper. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was one more cameo to look out for. I found a list here, but it's not on here. It just says Ron Jeremy, which we know about. That's a good effect too.
Yeah. And it's weird because it doesn't look like it's a backlot or anything. It looks like an actual New York street they did this on, so I'm not sure how they did this either.
I mean, it definitely looks like, it looks natural. I don't know. That's definitely a mechanical rise. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it might be, that spot might just be a straight platform that they're using.
Maybe.
It's a big scene, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big, booming scene. Yeah, I don't know how they did that. That's I'm curious.
I mean, 9 times out of 10 was a backlot. You can usually tell it's a backlot. Usually looks too clean, or the lighting's just off, or the streets just look too narrow. Something always just seems wrong.
They're indestructible.
Again, with that logo, it's such a clever thing because, like, in retrospect, it all just seems like franchise marketing and whatnot. But it's like they just made it for the film because it seemed like it made sense, and it became franchise marketing.
The logo, to this day, you can go and get T-shirts on that logo. You know.
This is nice. This is another. I think there's another matte painting to extend it up.
Oh God!
It's such a perfect match. You can't tell.
Yeah, it's perfect. How many more to go? They say
20. I don't.
Yeah, something they mentioned. See, like right here, I never. She looked great. Sigourney Weaver. What a roof. Oh, 22. They carry those proton packs.
Exactly. They probably weigh 50 pounds or something. Who knows?
Sucks. 22nd floor. Seen better days.
Art Deco, very nice.
Beat to hell. The minions of Gozer. Here we go.
Another great matte painting.
Oh yeah. So they blew out on her apartment here.
Yeah.
But they're at the top, right?
Yeah.
It still looks like there's so many more floors here.
Yeah.
Like that. This makes it look like it's just one more set of stairs. But that pan out may look like they still have to go way up. It's a little weird where it was dark here, but it was kind of brighter
down below.
Out.
Yeah.
Here we go. Same electronic effect. It's kind of similar to the proton pack beam, you know.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look, you can even see the damn skeletons inside them too when it flashes.
The transition point's pretty cool too.
Yeah, these effects are amazing.
I mean, I honestly give all credit to the timepiece that they're in. You gotta look at that too. Because people would argue, well, there's way better now. It's like you gotta look at the fact that it looks a little more natural to at certain scenes. The fact that it the time. Like this, obviously, this is so animated.
Yeah.
But some of the other stuff is fantastic. This is a great shot. I've always wanted this right where Winston comes in. It's the 4.
Yeah.
I've seen this for sale. I've always wanted that as a nice big print to frame.
Because I know on one, it might have been the Criterion Laserdisc, they used that shot on the cover of it.
That was the shot. Yeah, it's a great shot.
Yeah.
Apparently, this playing Gozer here was some famous model.
Yeah, like a Dutch model or something like that. They originally were going to get Paul Rubens.
Really?
Pee Wee Herman to do it, and it was going to be like in a business suit or whatnot, but they, whatever reason, that didn't.
Well, this was before
obviously.
The Playhouse got really big,
that
so
was
we wouldn't have known
really
any better.
Much of anything, before the movie he got and everything with Burton.
She is creepier though.
She works better. She definitely feels again very European.
Yeah.
Apparently they were going to do thinking about Grace Jones as well.
I heard about that. Yeah. She had the height, that was the thing.
Yeah.
But she's kind of crazy looking right there.
She's got such it's a distinct look, but it's also a little bit odd too, with the flat top hair and the bone structure and everything, and then all the glamour they put on it. It looks a little bit Ziggy Stardust.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Great line.
Go for it.
You got this, buddy. Go ahead. Let her know. That was a pretty cool effect of him flying around.
And I think we just missed about when they're talking over things and Venkman says, "Go get her, Ray."
Yeah.
That's from the beginning of the film, too, when they're going after the librarian ghost.
Oh, yeah, it was. Go get her, Ray. That's right. He's the common man. He's like, what the hell?
And he's the believer and everything. Yeah. He's a churchgoer.
Here it is. I love this. Is so great. What's happening about it? Like,
okay.
I love it. It's like and then the chant, like the army chant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Smoking.
Nice. I love it.
Best line. Right, the tie-in line. And they missed. That flip was awesome. Yeah. It looked really cool. Aim for the flat top. There we go. And then they got it.
It's great wide shots there. It's like it's such a great meshing of both the practical thing and more man painting stuff. Just
it's interesting. Like you as a filmmaker, like you see that, and to the viewer, it's like that wide shot lasted 3 seconds. But knowing
the amount of time and effort it took to make that thing in there,
and to the way we talk about it, it's all worth it. The way we see it now, you know, what it adds to the film.
It's amazing looking back in those '80s budgets. Obviously, we're not thinking about inflation and whatnot, but like how these things didn't cost $100 million back then. It's like this movie cost $30 million back then.
$30 million.
Inflation, it probably wouldn't even be $100 million today.
No, and you have movies that are made for, $200
million.
$200 million, and I can't. Nobody remembers them 10 years later. Nobody gives a damn about them. This movie, 35 years later, is still a hit.
Yeah.
It's still it's still voted one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, it's one of the most hilarious ones.
Sub-creatures.
More sub-creatures. That's a great shot.
I love this. It's so great.
And again, it's not just the quality effects. Like how many times they just go to a different shot like that at the ground, where like all the people in the foreground, then you got all the stuff in the sky. It's like it's for something it's like 3 seconds on screen. That's a lot of work to go through. But it's like they put that in there to keep it that high quality of a production.
Yep. Here we go. Who chose that?
Of course.
That's dope. But the choice is great.
Yeah.
Like, why did he think of that? What was going through his mind? It just... There you go. That's it. That's it. Oh, shit. It's just great to look.
And all this miniature work is beautiful.
Fantastic. Who doesn't love Mr. Stay Puft? Like, what the hell?
And this shot, look at this fucking shot, man.
Yeah, that is such a great shot. And the accidents are great. It's so good. He looks so happy. Look at Mr. Stay Puft. He's a Navy man, remember? He's a Navy man. It's incredible. I mean, what a weird tie. Throw Mr. Stay Puft in it. He doesn't know any better. He is the most harmless thing. I'm surprised they never marketed Mr. Stay Puft marshmallows after this. Camp Wakanda. You know that's something from his childhood. Actually, from his childhood. Like the hydrants going off because of the pressure.
Yeah. Little wobble in the compositing there. I mean, as much as we're talking about how good the effects were, it didn't win the effects Oscar.
It did
that year. No,
it did.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom won.
Oh, that's a hard one to beat, I guess. Roast him. That's a great. I think I might have, but now it's not even funnier because it's a marshmallow.
I love the line "Mother Puss Bucket."
I'm like, roast them is fantastic. Like, not just get them, shoot them, roast them.
I love it when he just turns up and looks at me and says "Mother Puss Bucket."
Puss Bucket.
I've said that a couple times.
He's a sailor. He's on fire. He's a freaking marshmallow. I mean, he's roasting.
It's a perfect allegory for the whole film. It's so absolutely ludicrous, but it's so absolutely terrifying too.
Exactly.
Just so well paced.
Hate us in advance.
Yeah. But just how well paced this whole thing. It just kept going on like a freaking bullet the whole time.
The movie is 90 minutes.
This is 140 minutes.
And it doesn't feel like it at all.
An hour and 40 minutes.
It doesn't feel like it at all. It just flies by.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at the last scene here. I mean, it's flying by. The whole movie, like, you got a whole story.
Yeah.
Like, I love the detail on the roasted marshmallow.
Yeah.
Little sacrifice, They know they're
Yeah.
That's it. They're gonna die. And then the crossing the street.
It's kind of a great film in a way. It's like these guys are almost like superheroes, but they got no superpowers. They got a bunch of tech. They have no clue what the hell they're doing with it.
Not at all.
But they're just awesome.
Bunch of good dudes.
Yeah.
I love that fade out.
That's beautiful.
Oh, they destroyed this building, man. And that's it. And then And you roast a marshmallow. And you explode the roasted marshmallow. There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Beautiful clean suit on.
Oh.
Like the look, the look the guy.
Yeah.
What are the other thing they used for that? I mean, it looked like fluff, like marshmallow.
I don't
fluff.
know.
Must have been fun.
Some kind of foam or something. I don't know.
Yeah. What a mess. They did a great job making it look like the marshmallow. It's basically some kind of cream or foam. Yeah, it looks like shaving cream.
Yeah.
If I use a ton, imagine the amount of shaving cream they had to buy. Yeah, that definitely is shaving cream for sure. That's a great attention to detail. You know, the marshmallow explodes.
Yeah.
Floor of a taxi cab.
Everyone's covered in shit, but Venkman walks out. I was like, eh.
Like, what is that? Does that imply that he ran really he ran first?
Did.
Like before anything else, he's the one who ditched it off first.
They have Venkman. You all right? Fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
The dry delivery is so perfect from what Murray does. Everything he does.
I think it really is he ran first before anything else.
I'm sure he did.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's definitely some kind of foam.
Yeah.
Shaving cream, or like a soapy foam. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. This is pretty cool too. This little thing they have to do here. Interesting little add-on detail, how they got locked in here. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
She's alive. Good checking the little guy. Not bad. And she's all, where am
I? She opens her eyes and there's Venkman.
First face she sees. He's great. Rick Moranis is great. It's his old sort of quitting the industry to watch after his family is a bit sad. Like after his wife died or whatever it was.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, he his wife passed away apparently, and he just quit the business to tend to his family. I think he apparently invested wise enough, and he made enough money on some of his big hits that he had that he was able to be comfortable.
I guess he says under right circumstances he's willing to come back and do something, but it's he's not actively pursuing anything.
Yeah, I love this town. Sum it all up.
Again, making the entire city of New York a character in its own right in the film is so pivotal.
Classic New York movies are able to do that. Make the city another character. Yeah. That's the best part. You get a good director who knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Who's native also. Is Reitman a native New Yorker?
I don't know.
I imagine he'd have to. I mean, he got it pretty well, he understood it pretty well. They represented the city so perfectly here. This is great. Job well done there, right? The priest blessing him and everything. It's great. See, they should have went with it. They should have went with Janine Egon. She runs up to him, not Lewis.
Yeah. Ivan Wright was born in Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia. Wow. Okay. Raised where though?
1946.
He had to have been a New York, an immigrant to New York then.
Probably.
William Adams. Yeah. I love the final scene. It's always one of my favorites too. It just, summed it all up. This is great. Notice the doorman looks like he's been through hell. They're selling T-shirts in the back. They were already product placing like the logo shirt in the back and the end of this movie. Like, hey, we're gonna have some merch for sale coming up. It was great. Such a great final scene. It's awesome. The car.
It was like Reitman went to school in Toronto. So
Toronto. Wow.
Not.
I guess
exceptionally far.
Maybe he had some connection in New York because he represented the movie so well.
Yeah.
As a director. Yeah, you know, I feel Ivan Reitman doesn't get enough credit as a director. He's not mentioned a lot as like people always like to go to best. Spielberg and the best director. They like to go to Spielberg right away and or
Kubrick's or whatnot.
Yeah. They always go and then I forgot the other guy's name right now. I'm stuffing a few names, but he doesn't get mentioned. But he's a great director. He's got a lot of hits. There we go.
And then even then, I mean, this spawns Harold Ramis as he'd already directed before this, I think.
He did Stripes before, wasn't it? Right.
So I mean, he did some fine work too. He directed Groundhog Day. So with Murray.
Ramis is fantastic.
Yeah.
This song is awesome to end it on. Yeah. Ivan Reitman. Just looking up some other credits of his, and he's got some directorial credits. He hasn't done anything in a while. A couple of years.
No.
I mean,
he's done more producing now, I think.
Meatballs, Stripes, Ghostbusters, Legally Twins, Ghostbusters 2, Kindergarten Cop, Dave, June. I mean, he's a great comedy director. Yeah. Father's Day, 6 Days, 7 Nights. I mean, he's a fantastic comedy director.
Yeah.
He didn't get enough credit.
No.
Like Reitman and I think Robert Zemeckis don't get enough credit as directors.
I mean, Zemeckis has had some fall-offs over the years, but like when he hits fantastic.
That's the thing. It's like they gotta get more credit. I mean, not everything Spielberg did's a hit either, but for some reason he's always the go-to guy for like best director of all time, Steven Spielberg. I'm like, hey man, there's a lot of other ones out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it, man.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. Nowadays credits take almost 10 minutes because you have all the damn CGI people, which which is like, man, it's a lot going on. But here you have your standard crew. So.
I mean, again, that's probably why it costs so much because you got to pay about like 100 times more people to do the work on it.
Godfather, huh? Who's that? They have a credit for Godfather in this movie. Not even like a film credit, but that's a crew credit for Godfather.
Strange.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's awesome. That's definitely the Stay Puft sculptors. They got their own, onion head. See, he's still credited as onion head here.
Yeah, Slimer was onion head because he stunk so bad.
Yeah, he was not really Slimer in this movie.
Yeah.
He was onion head.
They probably took the line "I've been slime" and just kind of evolved that into there.
Alicia, I like looking at the bands. Phil Ramone, a big collaborator of Billy Joel.
Yeah, Diane Warren's a major songwriter.
A lot of the artists aren't very well known. The Busboys, not really well known artists, but Thompson Twins.
Laura Branigan, she had a couple hits.
Air Supply, there's a couple in here. Mick Smiley, I've never heard of.
Yeah.
But Ray Parker Jr., It's a big Arista Records release, I guess.
And the whole Huey Lewis debacle with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
if you listen to that and want to do Drug Back to Back, you can kind of get the sense, there's a little bit of similarity, but
yeah, there definitely is.
I've taken like songs from like Judas Priest and this sounds like a Metallica. It sounds like Metallica took a riff from this or something.
Yeah, 100%. There's enough out there that you could. Everything's got a damn.
Yeah. A genesis from somewhere else, and you got to take. There's no purely original ideas. You got to take something from somewhere to kind of have it evolve into something else. So it's just how much work you put into making it your own, really.
See, Tall Woman at Party, Gene Kasem. That was his wife at that point.
Yeah,
she's also of Cheers fame. She played Nick Tortelli's second wife.
Danny Day, he's fantastic too.
Yeah, Danny's great. But yeah, she played his wife in there.
Paul Traffus, Ted Fleming. He had the guy who had 2 acting credits. And
he did get a credit. He got a credit on this.
I think he had like 1 line there or something. Was walking in the door or something.
He just nodded his head and said a bit mouthed hello. Yeah. He really didn't say it. That's funny. Motion Picture Association of America. Are they still stamping movies at the end? I never notice them anymore. That big circular logo.
You usually have the big kind of globe logo or whatnot that came up at the end of the credits or something.
Yeah, the globe logo, and then that one that looked like a flowerish kind of patch. That was always there too. Well, that was it.
Yeah, well, guys, thank you so much for joining us for Ghostbusters. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
One of the greatest of all time.
Absolutely. I remember going back and rewatching this a couple years ago, and I could not stop laughing my way through it. So
it never gets old, this movie.
No.
I think people can agree it's going to go down in history generations down the line.
Absolutely. So, guys, thanks for joining us for Ghostbusters. The sequel will be coming up shortly. Take care. Bye.